guys, welcome to Brownie's Beauty. Remember to stay spooky. As always, I have brought you another look to do. This one is a look that's more suited for those that want a quick and simple look that's still going to look really decent. So if they went out, somebody would still comment and say, oh my god, you look so nice, you look so glowy, you know, you just look so beautiful. And it's not going to take long, it's 10 minutes tops. And then we've got after that I'm going to change it up so you've got 10 minutes to get from the daytime to the nighttime. So if you were going out to for a drink with your girlfriends, or if you were going out with a date night, you know. So we're going to twist it up. So first off, I'm going to show you exactly what you need. These are the products that you are going to need. So you need a primer. Obviously make sure that your skin is prepped, so do your skincare, make sure you have enough hydration in your skin. So if your skin is extremely dry, make sure to moisturize, and make sure to also moisturize under your eyes. This will help any concealer that you want to use. So first off, you're going to need your foundation. I'm using the Bodyshop Fresh Nude. Then you're also going to need a palette, so I'm using the Bodyshop Own Your Naturals palette. Then you want your eyebrows, because your eyebrows show your emotion. They help to show emotion. So much easier to just get your eyebrows on and you feel like a completely different person anyway. You want a mascara. I've got the Bodyshop Super Volume Mascara, absolute favourite of mine, and 100% recommend it. Really lengthens and it gives me that false sort of lash without actually needing to put false lashes on. You want a highlighter of some sort. If you don't own one, that is absolutely fine. Use a shadow, eyeshadow that is glitzy or shimmery, and you can use that to highlight and accentuate certain features of your face that you would like to basically highlight to make them look lifted. Also, you need a lip balm and a colour for your lips. So if you don't want a colour, you can just have your natural lips, as it is a daytime look. So you could easily just do a bit of a lip balm or a tinted balm, that's absolutely fine. Or you can go for a matte lip if you prefer wearing lipstick or anything like that during the day. Then last thing you would need is a blush. So I'll be using the lip and cheek tint from Bodyshop in Deep Berry. So first off, I've already prepped my skin. It feels amazing. I've added hydration, so I'm just going to go in again because I moisturized a little while ago. It was probably about a couple of hours ago, and I want to make sure that everywhere is hydrated, especially around my eyes. This is going to be the key to keeping concealer from shifting during the day, because it shifts because there is so much there. And so I'm just using the Bodyshop Seaweed because I have oily skin. And this is a great one to use for me as I get oily, but it's also going to lock in that hydration under my eyes, around my nose, as I have an oily T-zone usually, and my chin, and then blending that out into the neck. And then once I've done this, I'm going to apply my primer. My primer I'm using is a vitamin C from Bodyshop. Absolutely beautiful. It's literally like having polyfiller on your face. It's not going to get rid of texture. Texture is completely normal. We all have texture. I have texture. I don't know if you can see. I've got bumps. I've got pores. You know, I've got these little bumps all the way over here. Your skin is supposed to be textured. It is not supposed to be as smooth as a Barbie's bum. You're absolutely fine. Just embrace yourself. Embrace yourself. You're fine. Just get a decent primer and you're going to look normal anyway. Nobody's going to look like them people in the magazines. Half of them are edited. So don't worry. So now my moisturiser had time to soak into my skin. We're going to use the primer. So you only need a pea size amount. That's far too much. So I have got a rather large size pea there. I don't need that much. So I'm just going to scoop what I need. Still got tons of excess there. So I'm just going to use that on my fingers, and what we do is we start from the nose and work that out. primer is an essential to have in your makeup because it is literally going to give you that smooth application that you need for your makeup, and also that it adds hydration to the skin depending on what primer you have and if what base it is with. And not only that, it's also going to prep your skin ready, and it's going to keep your makeup on longer. Not only do I love this primer, one, it smells heavenly. Two, it's affordable. It's not too expensive, it's not cheap, but it's a decent product. So really make sure that it's in there and give it a couple of minutes just to set off. Then we will do the 10-minute look. So I'm just going to give this a little bit of time just to soak into my skin, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so here we go. 10 minutes on the clock. I'm currently looking at my video little thing there, so I know exactly how long I've got. I've got 10 minutes. So first off, you need your foundation. Grab your foundation, apply some to the back of your hand. I'm using the Fresh Nude. It's water-based and it has a light reflecting properties to it, so it's going to give me that really nice glowy look, which is nice for a daytime look. What shade is this? This is Light 2N. So with a brush, I'm just going to dab that in and just apply it very, very lightly to the skin. You literally just want to be brushing over the skin, not too hard at all, just so the brush is just touching the skin. We're going to apply that all over the face. Add a bit more force when it comes to crevices, so around the nose area and the eyes. Don't apply too much to the under eye. Too much product can make your bags, if you do have bags, can make your eye bags look incredibly more baggier and more prominent, and that's not what you want. So I'm just going over again very lightly until I get into certain crevices that I need to apply a little bit more pressure. And this is going to give me a natural, very soft and subtle look. It's not going to be too, oh my god, you can tell she's got makeup on sort of thing. It's just going to give me a very natural sort of look. And as you can tell from one side to the other, it looks a lot more flawless. So I'm just going to keep going over. And you can always use a blender if you want to use a blender. It's absolutely fine. I'm just using a brush. Brushes are better for drier skin. I have got more oily skin, so a blender tends to work better on me, but I do have dry areas because I have combination. So I tend to just use a brush and then go over with a blender if I need to. So I'm just applying the tiniest bit of foundation that is left over on the brush, just to go over my eyes to give it that even coat. And then just make sure your foundation is completely smooth. Make sure to include your neck. There. My foundation is now on. So I can now get rid of this excess. So instead of using foundation, you could always use a BB cream or a like a SPF foundation sort of thing, where it's like a mix. You can get them from Home Bargains, you can get them from Bodyshop. There's also an offer on Bodyshop as far as I'm aware, which is about 15% off makeup. It's worth having a look. So next up, we're going to focus on the eyes. So grab a eyeshadow palette, and you want something with more natural looking tones. So I have here several different colours, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use these brown colours here. So I'm going to use this dark brown here, and then this very sort of creamish brown, so it's a lot lighter, and we're going to use them two colours just to create a very soft shadow look. So I'm just going to grab, I'm going to use an applicator just to show you guys. It's just one of them little ones that you used to get in makeup sets as a kid. I got like a pack of, I think it was £1.50 or something from Shein for like £1. Really good, really disposable, so you can get rid of them after you've used them, or you can wash them and reuse them again. So all we're going to do is go in with the darkest colour and just pat that product on. Tap any excess, and we're just going to do it from the corner and just pat it on. Don't try to go any higher than your crease line. Obviously, if you have overlapping sort of eyelids, so your eyelids cover everything once you've opened your eyes and stuff, obviously blend ever so slightly a bit higher than your crease, just so you get that sort of smokiness. Now, we don't want to create too much smoke at all with this look, so we're just applying a very small amount of brown. So I'm going to do the same on the other side because I've still got product on there, and then we're just going to blend that out as well. Now you're going to do very, very small swishing movements, so you go from the corner and you swish over towards the inner corner. That's all you're going to do. Very, very lightly. Hold it roughly around the middle of the brush, so you've got some control but not too much pressure. I'm going to go in with the palette again, and we're going to brighten it up a little bit. So on the actual lid, you're going to get a more shimmery tone, I think. So I'm going to go in, instead of this one, I'm going to do this lighter shade here, which is more like a, I don't know what to call that. It's like a really light greyish brown. So I'm just applying that from the inner corner to the middle. And I'm just using small soft strokes to really build that colour up, to brighten it up a little bit. Then we're going to go on the other side. And again, small strokes. This is just going to create a really nice smoky look without it being too exaggerated. So I'm going to use the highlighter now. I'm just going to put a very small amount on the back of my hand. Very, very small, don't need much. This is the Out for Love new highlighter from Bodyshop. And then I'm just going to grab the foundation brush, and I'm just going to tap that onto the brush, because applying your contour or your highlight straight to your face and then rubbing it on is not going to do any favors for your foundation. Make sure that you have got make sure you've got a brush, or even with your finger, and just dab the product from the back of your hand onto your skin, and then just use the highlighter to dab it onto the skin very gently. Go back in if you need any more. And then once you've done that, with the leftover that you've got, use your finger, dab the excess off, and then just on the middle where the eyelid is, and bringing it to the inner corner ever so slightly. It's just going to give your eyes that really nice pop where it brightens it up ever so slightly. So it's going to make it look a little bit glam, but nothing too much for the day. There. See? Really, really easy. Now just grab your mascara and apply your mascara as normal. My best method is I close my eye, I push up, and then open the eye and go from side to side, occasionally blinking. So just apply it to the top, no need to put it on the bottom, no need for that. Grab a lip balm or a tinted balm and just apply to your lips. This is the lip juicer. It was the hot chocolate one from last year. This is going to hydrate my lips and give it a slight bit of colour, but nothing too much. Then with the lip tint and cheek tint, sorry, I'm just going to apply it to the back of my hand like so. And then using a slightly smaller pointed brush, just dab the brush on, get rid of any excess, and apply it to the apples of your cheek and bring it up ever so slightly. Very, very soft touching. And then blend that out. Just keep dabbing, bringing it up ever so slightly. So it starts from here where the apple is and you're bringing it up ever so slightly. It's going to give you a slightly lifted look, but it's going to look natural. And then if you wish, you can always add your eyebrows as well. So brows, I'm just going to use the Brow and Liner Duo palette in 03 and a quick applicator. I'm just using the side of it over and filling in my brows ever so slightly. Nothing too much, don't need much if it's during the day, especially if you're working or you're working from home, or you just want to look a little bit more awake. As you can tell, that one looks a little bit better than this one because I've added just a little bit of colour just to fill in, make it look a bit more fuller, give it a bit more depth, and it's something that's going to show off emotion. So I'm just filling this one out. I do have a slight bit of hair missing from my brow, so it may look a bit weird. So we shall see how it looks, and then dragging it ever so slightly. Your brows do need to be a focus, but don't worry, you don't need to be as heavy-handed with them as much as some people do. Me, I like to have them looking natural, but at the same time, when I go out, I do like to have them looking absolutely beautiful and make sure that they've been caught with concealer. And it's all this talk can completely confuse somebody that is not used to makeup. This is an everyday look. It's subtle, it's beautiful, and it's one that is going to look really, really nice in an office. It's going to look nice every day. It's going to look nice just going shopping, or it's going to look nice just if you want to look nice. If you just want to look natural and pretty. So, but I'll be right back and I will show you how to turn this into a night look. Okay, so they were the photos of this natural look. It's really glowy, it's really nice. I've got a bit of highlighter, a bit of blush, and it's looking really, really nice. So, how to turn this to something you could wear on a date night, or to go out in the evening and you want to darken it off a little bit, make it look a little bit more sexy, make it look a bit more mysterious. I'm going to show you within 10 minutes, and it's going to be a 10-minute look. It's going to be really, really easy. So, I'm now going to show you. So, to make it a bit more nighttime, I'm going to add another colour. So just grab your palette, grab a fluffy brush, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to add this gold colour here, and we're going to add that to the middle. And we're just going to apply it so it's a little bit more shimmery. And it's going to give a really nice, subtle, yet sexy sort of glow. Now when I'm applying this, I'm touching it roughly around a third of the way, and I'm just applying it very softly, and I'm using like a dabbing motion, kind of like that, up and down ever so slightly, very softly, just letting the bristles just touch the eyelid, so it's literally coating it. Once I've done that, as you can see, it is quite shimmery. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a darker shimmery colour, so we're going for the dark brown, and we're just going to add that to the corner, and I'm just dabbing it on. I'm not doing much movement at all, I'm just dabbing it on, and we're going from the outer corner and reaching it ever so slightly in. And bringing it up ever so slightly above the crease. So now you can see the smokiness from this side looks a little bit more prominent than this side. So this side is a little bit softer, so we're going to add that to it. And just tap in, that's all you need to do, is just tap it on. Now you can always add a underneath to make it a bit more smoky looking. I would recommend doing it with an applicator, so a very thin one. You don't have to. If you've got a brown eyeliner, put it on and then you can smoke it out just with a finger if you haven't got any tools to hand. Or if you have got one, there is an eyeshadow liner from Bodyshop, and it's called the Smoky Eye Definer. I have done a review on it on my YouTube already. They do have it in brown as well as black, and you can use that to really bump it up and to get a really nice smoky effect underneath. So all I'm doing is I'm going in with this darker shade here, and I'm doing it from the corner, and I'm just dragging it. Just doing very small strokes from the corner, and I'm just following underneath my eyeline. That's all I'm doing. There's no blending. And I'm bringing it to the corner here. That's all you got to do. Now if you focus on this eye and this eye, this one looks slightly larger because I've underlined, if you kind of know what I mean. I've used the shadow to create a larger looking eye. This one looks more open, this one looks a lot more sultry, a lot more cat-eyed sort of thing going on, but we're gonna get there. Now this look is perfect for anybody that doesn't want to wear black or has had a bad history with using black and it just gets everywhere, or it just looks like a mess and you really struggle to do a smoky eyeshadow. So now I've done that, if you want you can go in with a liner. So I'm just going to line my eyes. All I'm going to do is use the liner, take it kind of like as if you're holding a pen. It's just easier that way. If it's a felt pen liner like this, you have the beautiful actual pen style tip at the end. All you want to do is where your lash line stops and your eyelid stops, round here in this area, is literally get the pen, rest it against your eyelid and place the liner to it, and then drag. And you can literally just tap this on and you've already got a slight bit of darkness. So you just need to stamp it on if you want to stamp it on. I'm only doing a very slight corner, and then we're going to, easiest way if you want to do it and you haven't done the underneath, get a little bit of tape like masking tape or washi tape, crafting tape, and just put it there. So tape it to the bottom of your nose and then do it so it reaches the corner of your eyes. That way it'll be in the same direction both sides. And then all you want to do is follow it ever so slightly on the bottom lash. That's it. Very small, nothing major. You can't really mess up unless you've got one pointing down and one pointing up. Even if this side isn't exactly the same as that one, it's absolutely fine. No one's going to notice it because it's only a tiny small eyeliner. Now I'm happy with my liner. It's nothing too bold, but it's going to give me some sort of statement. Then for the lips, just add a liquid lipstick or a lipstick of your favourite colour. It could be a brown to match, it could be whatever you wanted. I'm going to use the matte lip butter in Cape Calla Lily, which is number 42. Make sure you hydrate your lips before applying any sort of lipstick or lip butter or anything like that. Let that sit a little, then go back to your palette, pick a shimmer, could be any shimmer. I'm going for a very light yellow sort of shimmer, and just applying that to the middle. Just to give it sort of a juicy sort of look. And then add your contour if you wish to add contour, and then add a bit more to your brows to define your brows a little bit more, and then add your highlighter if you wish to add more highlighter. Add your falsies if you want to add falsies. Go over your mascara to make it a little bit thicker, and then attack the bottom this time. And you're done. You've gone from daytime with normal makeup, looking very subtle, but basically you're able to get a compliment because you look beautiful, you look natural, you look glowy, but at the same time you look like you mean business. This one, you're ready for the night on the town, you're ready for a date night. It's subtle, it's beautiful, it's not too much, it's not too in your face, but at the same time you've gone from day to night. Thank you very much for joining me. Here are some photos. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me. I hope you all have a lovely, lovely, lovely day. Stay spooky, and as always, stay safe. Love you guys. Thank you.